Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Hot Wheels Ultimate Racing. Show me that blimp. I find it unreasonably fun to see. Blimp somewhere? Nope. We'll see you later. And he's back in the city. So this episode will ideally be when we get to see the last of the cars that we unlock through anything that isn't Ultimate Race mode. So I somehow forgot something. I'm gonna have to make the decision too then this episode who to... For once I'll not get stepped on by this thing. Oh, that's what it does. It brings its foot up and then stops. I thought it was taking its back foot and stepping onto the road. Anyways, as I was saying, we'll probably end up starting then this episode. I still love that detail. I like that's there. I wonder if there's actually a place that road goes. This will probably be when we start the final tournament too, which means I'll have to make a decision as to who to play as. I still don't know how to handle that. Okay, I probably should have been moving a little bit more. Alright. We'll worry about that later then. Now. Are there multiple... Is that just one ape here, or are there multiple apes doing their thing here? At least this place isn't being utterly destroyed like the complacent track attack was. As much as I love that track, it's probably been actually... That was one of my favorite experiences actually throughout all of these Hot Wheels games, playing through that one track that happened to fit all the narrative perfectly. Oh man, it's just that one collectible. Oh, I thought there were 4 tracks here. You can do all of these in one lap. Fortunately, I don't quite remember where the pickup was that I missed. What's over here? I'd like to see. Doesn't look like it. First person mode helps a little bit. There we go. I think it was right over here, was it? There's the one next to the explosive, I think. Here we go. One of the explosives. Good job there. Okay, cool. So who do we get for this? We weren't racing against anyone, so we have no way of knowing. This one. This is what I'm talking about with being amused that they included a variety of car types in this game. I like that. So who's this gonna be of all people? Well, we've never had anybody that's on 2 wheels, I don't think, throughout the entirety of this series. We've never had anybody that's on anything like a motorcycle, unless you count the alternate universe that was Battle Force 5. We'll call this, in the interest of maintaining their motif of small vehicles, and probably super light vehicles, we'll call it Hypermite. Just the one car. Okay. So then, do we have everything that is not from the final challenge? So we have Ultimate Challenge here. I believe we've played through every mode, every arcade set of challenges. There's this one. So you have 3 cars to unlock, and then these are the cars you get from the other mode, I believe. Yep, okay, so there's just those 3 left to unlock. So I'll be So Fast, whoever else ends up being, and Otto's whoever. With that acceleration, shoot, that's without any upgrades too. I want to at least see what this thing's like upgraded. Was it like purple? I don't quite remember. I just want to see this thing's stats though. I want to see how it plays too. Once you color it all. It's interesting idea there. I don't really know what else to... I don't know what color to make this. I don't really have any preference for any of this. I so wish you had more decals in this game. Just the visor. Underlights on a motorcycle. I don't think it's the thing you usually... Oops. I don't think you usually put underlights on a motorcycle, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'm guessing its handling might actually decrease if you get a better tire, or a better engine. I'm curious what this thing's handling could be like. I actually am kind of tempted to give it the worst engine. And best everything else. I don't think I have best turbo yet. No. So what's this thing's stats like, just for fun? Only 4 out of 5. I'm guessing it's because I gave it the better engine. Brakes 180 kilonewtons. How does that compare to Danny's? I don't know if Danny's was about 200 or what. Top speed something special. Acceleration is ridiculous though. So what happens if I, out of curiosity, hold back on the engine? Come on, I don't need you to save every time I do this. Oh, handling's still only 4 out of 5. What gives you 5 out of 5 handling then? Does this thing never get 5? What can get 5 out of 5 handling? Just has a low top speed. I want to see how this thing handles real quick, so just for fun. I'm not going to do a full race with it or anything, I don't think. But let's go into quick race and see what this gives us. Why does it not show you stats? It's been a long time since I've seen this menu. But 2 of the 3 Metropolis levels are not a Metropolis at all. It's a little weird. There's construction. Okay, I see Super Do. 16 Angels. Slingshot's Companion. Your head. This thing's turning is amazing. Oh my god. Wow. Someone who might be muscle tone or whatever. Someone who has at one point muscle tone, I think. This thing has a really bad engine right now. My god, the turning on this thing is insane. Oh, there's Alex. Oh, I think that one's Alex, not the clone. So I started to be sure. Yeah, I love it when you can have more variation in how cars play and look and like stuff like that. I love that. I got. Who else can turn like that when they're boosting? Wow. I loved that. Drifting out. Drift King Ryan Storm too. I love that. What was it? Turbo Racing did that. I love that this game does it a little bit. Not to the same extent as Turbo Racing, but still something. Okay, that was an experience. Okay. That I'm being done. Okay, Salto Challenge. We'll start that now. But with whom? I have no idea. It's time to make a decision. So, who are the main ones I'm considering? We have here, basically we have robot or human, primarily. So for robots we have the Alex clone. For humans, we have, among my preferences, Alex himself, and cars that are locked, basically. Never did play as, well, I never really intended to play as her. So that's pretty much it. Which of the two? So, robot or the real thing? Huh. Okay, so here's the thing. While I might play as this leader or something, hopefully this one will appear as an opponent. I suspect it will. So especially if low carbs appears as an opponent, I'll play as Alex. Because, think of it this way, from a story perspective, there's not much, with how things have been happening so far, there's not much of a way for the robots to do better if I'm playing as a robot, because generally I just assume everything's going fine if I win. Whereas if I'm playing as humans here that are ahead, and I have problems, and that's the humans that have problems. So it's essentially I keep saying humans, the organics race to lose here. Or tournament for that matter. This is what it comes down to though. So let's just make sure everything's all tuned up as it should be. And I'll just go with that. I know Alex tends to be on the handling over speed side, but I think I'll leave it at that. Okay, let's get going. In particular, I hope that I'll see the clone in this set of races, though. Having the head-to-head between Alex and the clone would be very much ideal. Since this might be our last time seeing lots of these courses, I'll actually let their little camera pan and zoom intro run through. Why are there seagull types of birds here, though? They look and sound like seagulls. This to me does not look like a place for seagulls to be. Okay, so I see Vert, of course, we have Gearhead here too, of course, we have Slingshot, we have So Fast, oh, yep, there's the Alex clone. Hello. Other. There's that car that I just don't really know how to identify. And whoever that was, I didn't quite make that one out. I'll probably get a close look at them later. But I'm not gonna hold anything back. Now, I'm gonna try before we go here. I think it's this way. Problem, of course, being this one turn. Oh. Great. I tend to get turbo from that. Emphasis on 10. At least it's better than hitting a wall. This car doesn't handle too badly. And its turning feels a little stiff right now just because I was just using who was it? Because I was using Hydromite just a minute ago, but oh, okay. Don't get too crazy with the handbrake. This is alright right now, at least. Okay. Well, we're alright on this one lap, at least. I would still love to be able to look behind myself. Unfortunately, this game doesn't let me do that. I do usually find that if I can manage to get ahead on the first lap, I'm usually fine for the rest of the race. It's when something crazy happens that puts me behind for a while that I really have a problem. Ow. Okay. But yeah, who was that? I thought I had accounted for all the cars that have appeared. Whoa, bounce. But I didn't quite recognize one of them. The last car that I passed up I didn't quite recognize. That thing is really big. It's actually a lot harder to dodge that than I was thinking it would it be. Of course, I'd also like to... I guess I'll go this way this time. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Thank you. I haven't been using boost much either for that matter. Probably should be. Again, I guess that's Alex just not preferring to outspeed his competition, but rather outmaneuver. If you can do both, then so be it. Okay. Third lap still unopposed. So I think one of the better ways to handbrake in this game is to do it very briefly, a decent bit before the turn itself, so that you come into the turn at a steeper angle, instead of actually handbraking while you're in the turn. Because if you handbrake while you're in the turn, you'll just slide into the wall, but you'll also be trying to turn harder than you should be turning. Because you have to turn hard to actually make the turn. It's not like I do it perfectly regardless, but that's my mentality with it. I think it works. I almost jumped onto the other section of the track. Yeah, this thing turns nice. You don't always need to... See, that was a pretty good one, for instance. Yeah, see, now I'm getting the hang of handbrake in this game. It's just not quite what I'm used to in other games. Anyways. Yeah, I've seen higher top speeds, I'm pretty sure. Have I? Have I ever seen somebody hit 700 kilometers per hour? I'm not sure. I've seen Gear at skis around 66. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. The next episode, let's play this. Hot Wheels Ultimate Racing. In the Ultimate Races, the final set of races, in fact. Man, I went by 12 seconds. The cars in this game get so separated. There's never a pack in this game. At least not usually. It's kind of weird. Anyways, see you everyone. Where we take on the desert.